Okay? And then come onto your hands and knees, everybody, and take your third block and put your third block between your thighs, all the way up in as high as you can get it. Okay? And so just take it. You see how you got it wide? You can do it a little thinner. Yeah, do it. It's a little easier. It's the wider it gets, the hard. We'll do it wide in a moment. Then come onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under. So see how my toes are tucked under? Reach your arms forward and kind of push your chest and seat back. Then lift your knees up and come into a downward dog. Okay, with the block between your thighs. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Get him to bend his knees more. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Don't straighten your knees. Bend your knees. Exhale 6. Inhale. Push your chest back. Exhale 7. You would be better from, instead of pulling him, you would be better doing it from the front in this case. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. On your inhale, come forward to a plank. And as you come forward to a plank, notice if you're moving your feet back to do a plank. Your down dog's too short. Don't turn your hands out. Keep your hands right where they were. Look forward at the wall in front of you and push the floor away from you. Look up here. Now, try to squeeze your block up a little bit instead of letting your pelvis drop, like pull it in. There you go. Exhale 1. Try to be stronger. Exhale 2. Look at the wall in front of you. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale, go back downward facing dog, lift your hips. Don't come to the floor, lift your hips. Soften your knees, slowly walk your feet toward your hands till your feet are flat on the floor, flat. And your hips, your knees, your ankles are all in line with each other. Now, here, you want to straighten your legs. So put blocks underneath your hands. And as you put the blocks underneath your hands, don't drop your block between your legs. Let your head be heavy. Look back at your own knees. Good. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Then inhale, lift your head and chest up. Bend your knees a little bit. Take the block out from between your legs and put it on the floor behind you at the highest setting. At the highest setting. Step your feet out as wide as your mat and come sit on your block. So my heels are going to be on the mat. My toes are going to be on this lovely bamboo floor. There you go. So as wide as your mat. And then bring your hands together and just bring your elbows in between your thighs and just press out with your forearms and just lift up a little bit through your chest. So you're opening up your inner hips. You'll feel a little inner thigh stretch. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Don't sit down. Inhale. Echo's going to help you. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Bring your hands down here. Exhale 9 so that your forearms are parallel to the floor. Notice how that allows you to, you're not doing anything. Exhale 10. Good. Then place your hands on the floor a little bit. Lift your hips up, move the block out. Set it in front of you and come sit down. And extend your legs out in front. All right? On the inhale, bend your right knee into your chest. Step your right foot on the outside of your left calf. You don't have to hike it way up here toward your hip right yet. It's a warm up. So bring it down a little bit. Pull your left toes back. Lift your left arm up alongside your left ear. Echo, can you move her foot down a little bit? And hers too. So bring your foot, see how high you are? Bring it down by your calf. Make a little more space so you're not leaning backwards. All right, on your inhale, lift your left arm up, then twist over to the right. Bring your left elbow on the outside of your right thigh and bring your right hand behind you. Now bring your right hand closer to your hip instead of the wall. So bring your right hand closer to your hip instead of the wall and then lift up through your spine and look back there. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Thank you. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, come back to center and exhale, straighten out your right leg. On your inhale, bend your left knee into your chest. Put your left foot on the outside of your right calf. Make a little more space because the more you bring it back, the less space you have. On your inhale, lift your right arm up and then exhale, twist over to the left. Take your left hand behind you. Pull your right toes back. So over there, arm over here, hand behind. Bring it closer to you. Bring it closer. Now look there. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Do you feel the difference in that and that? Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, come back to center and exhale, extend your left leg this time. Now, bring your block back in between your thighs, but this time put it on that setting that you wanted to do this the first time. There you go. And then bring your, go ahead. Yeah, right there. All right. Now, bend your knees, put your feet flat on the floor. Feet are flat on the floor. Notice how this is making your feet hips width distance apart. You're not being able to bring your feet together. That's the point. Now, bring your hands behind you 6 to 8 inches with your fingers pointing toward the wall in front of you. Bring your feet back a little bit. Feet back. On your inhale, lift your hips up. Make your knees disappear. Then exhale, let your head go back. Press your toes down. Inhale. Exhale, 1. So press down to lift up. Exhale, 2. Let your head go back. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Try to lift the block up. Exhale, 4. Bring her feet back, Echo. Exhale, 5. Her ankles are not underneath her knees. Inhale. Walk your feet back. Walk your feet back. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, gently come down. All right. Thank you, everybody. So everybody come and sit on a blanket. Okay. So that's your warm-up. You're going to do that every time you come to class. Sometimes the warm-up's harder than everything else, right? Like you're exhausted already. Right? Oh, yeah, I'm ready to take a nap already. Okay, so we don't teach you the asanas during the warm-up. We'll teach them to you over the 4-week course. It is a course. So this is week 1. Week 1 is standing asanas. Next week will be week 2, forward folds and hip openers. The 3rd week will be back bending. The 4th week will be putting it all together and turning it upside down. And each week, you'll go deeper into things. One of the things that I want to tell you in this week especially is we don't teach Ujjayi Pranayama. We'll teach that to you in week 4. So we may call the breath, we may count the breath. You do not have to be on my inhale or my exhale. That comes in week 4. But we are reminding you to breathe. We're trying to remind you to breathe. So don't hold your breath. The other thing about fundamentals is that fundamentals is taught like a workshop class, meaning that it's not a flowing form. It's not like when you go to an open class, once the teacher starts, it's very hard to stop the teacher and say, hey, what do you mean? I don't understand what you just said. I have no idea what you're talking about. Here, you can raise your hand and say, I don't understand what you're saying. Can you please explain that to me? Or ask for more information. Stop us if things are going quicker than your understanding. Does that make sense? Don't be embarrassed, because this is fundamentals. This is the time to ask. A couple of other things. You'll learn to use props in here a lot. And you'll learn what the meaning of certain different kinds of asanas and different Sanskrit words are. Asana is a interesting Sanskrit word, because asana means seat. And seat means a connection, right? I'm connecting right now, right? And that connection is in my behind, in my ankles right here. But your feet could be the seat, your hands could be the seat. The seat of the asana could be different parts of your body at different times. Also, it means that there should be a connection between all of us in the room. That's why I said ask questions. So we should actually know each other's names. I'm Austin. What's your name? Caroline, Vanessa, Masla, Chloe, Ginyi, Astafa, Stefan. And you guys have 3 teachers today. That's a lot. Okay, so it's like a public school. There's more teachers than students. All right, so everybody, Dominga is going to teach us something really wonderful. And Stefan, I would take off those socks. I'm just telling you, those socks are not going to do you any good. They're just going to get in your way. All right.
Okay, everybody stand up. And okay. So come out of your mat. And I want you to stand up like you will be standing if you are waiting for a train and the train is late. You have been waiting for a long time. So how you usually stand up? Come off of your mat. Come to the bamboo floor. Okay, how would you stand up like that when you're waiting for a train? Okay. That's how you stand up? Yeah, stand up like if you're waiting for a train right now and you have been waiting for like half an hour and you're like tired of waiting. Okay, so stand up how you would do it. Okay, so what do you feel about how you're standing? Is that like impatient? Oh, what else? Tired? Is that like a symmetrical? Is like your energy going up, or is just all like to the sides? Like, are you lifting or are you just like going down? Okay, so everybody, you can go back to your mat and you can sit. And we will work in something that's called Tadasana. And Tadasana means mountain sit. And so the mountain, like the base of the mountain, the seat is the earth. And the mountain press down in the earth to go up. And so that's what you would do in Tadasana. You would be pressing down so your energy goes up. And I want you to look at your foot, like at the bottom of your foot. And if you see in your foot, you have like the darker skin and you have lighter skin. So where you have your darker skin is where you have the connection to the earth, where you step. And where you have the lighter skin, that's the area that doesn't touch when you're standing. And you also have like 3 arches, like you have the inner arch that I think everybody can see. Are you looking at what you have in your foot? And then you have your outer arch, that's actually here, that most of us are not aware that we have that. And then you have a third arch that is under like your toes. And you also have like 4 corners on your feet that it doesn't look like 4 corners, but you have like 2 points like here on the 2 sides of the ball of your feet and 2 points here. And when you stand up, you're supposed to put the pressure in all 4 sides, like not just in one side or like just in the front. You're supposed to put the pressure in all 4 corners. Okay, so come to standing again. So I want you all on the bamboo floor. And then I want you to stand up on the outside of your feet with your big toes up. And now I want you to walk 4 steps forward. And then 4 steps back. So how did that feel? How did that feel in your body? Not balance. What else? How did that feel in your knees? It hurts? Oh, your foot hurt on the outside. Okay. Okay. Did you feel something in your knees? Outside? Yes. So when you stand up like that, there's a lot of people who stand up like that, and then you will see like your whole body change. Like your knees are outside, like so your thighs go outside, and the form how you're standing also change. Like so, walk again. So what's the upper part of your body doing? It doesn't have the same balance than when you walk in your whole foot. So the people who walks like that, also their sneakers will wear out first on the outside, and their legs tend to have like this form, like bow legs. And then I want you to step on your inside with your pinky toes up. Okay, and walk 4 steps forward. And now walk 4 steps backward. How did you feel? Yeah. What happened to your knees? They weren't working? So there is also like this called pigeon feet? Pigeon toe? Knock knee. Okay, it's called knock knee. And the people who has that problem, you see that their knees always are going inwards. And the shoes will wear here, and this inward from the knee is going to affect the rest of your body. And as you say, like you don't have that much movement and flexibility in your knees. And then I want you to walk on your heels like that. So walk 4 steps forward and 4 steps back. So how did you feel that? What happened to your upper body when you walk like that? Where do you have to send your body to balance? Okay. So when you're doing this, you need to balance. So you go a little bit back, because if not, you will come again in your toes. So your body is going a little bit back. And what happened to your knees? They are locked. Yeah. And then what happened if you go in your toes and you walk like in high heels? Go 4 forward and 4 backward. So what happened? What did you feel? I mean, you're probably more used to walk like this than like this. But so when you are here, you go and anterior pelvic tail, because you will go like that to balance. And also you don't have the same flexibility, so your hips change and the rest of your body change because you're changing. So in Tadasana, we will stand in the full fit. So come to the wall and bring one of your blocks. So bring your feet together and your heels to touch the wall. And then your you will take your butt and you will pinch your glutes together down. So like down here, because you want it in, you don't want it out. So first you put your heels to the wall with your feet together down. Now press your butt like in, like if you are lengthening your tailbone to your heels. Then press your belly in and up, like if you want to bring that in and up in your ribs. Now, with your fingers, take your ribs and bring your ribs together, like if you want to knit your ribs together in. Now, bring your shoulders also to the wall, but don't bring them up. Bring them, like relax them. Bring your head to the wall. The back of your head is touching the wall. And balance your block in your head. And let your arms go to the side. And now lift your 10 toes. Lift your 10 toes off the floor without moving your feet. So just lift your 10 toes. So your 10 toes have to be lifting. And you have to lift your 10 toes too. So everybody lift your 10 toes. And now lengthen your 10 toes. Like lengthen them. And now put them on the floor, not gripping, lengthening. So when you, and also try to bring your lower back close to the wall, like put your belly in and your glutes down so your lower back is touching the wall. So now you can remove your block. Did you feel how all your body was like flat at the wall? And it was the same. So the other name for Tadasana is Samastetihi, which means equal. So it means equal the right and the left. It means equal the front and the back. So you weren't all curvy. You were all like flat at the wall. So your front and your back were same. Your two sides were same. So now you will come to the front of your mat. And you will stand up between your two blocks. And with the wall is telling you what your back is doing, but now that you know how to stand up, you will have to do it on your own without the wall. So bring your feet together. So in this tradition, your feet are together. The reason why your feet are together is because they have to be parallel, and then you don't need to look down. You know where your right and your left foot is without having to look down. Now, bring your 10 toes up, lengthen your toes, and then put your toes on the floor without gripping. Now, your inner ankles, lift them apart of each other. Put your 10 toes down on the floor without gripping. Now, come up to your inner ankles and pull your inner ankles away from each other. And try to keep the arch in your feet. Now, come to your chin. This is your chin. Bring your chin up and back like to your calves. Now, in your knees, put a little bit softener in your knees, like so a little bend. Don't bend them like that, but just a little bend so that your hips can move. So soften your knees a little bit. And now bring your hands on your hips. So the reason why you're softening the knees is so that you can move your pelvis. So bring your pelvis forward, all the way forward. And now it's just a softening in the knees. It's not really bending them. And now bring your pelvis back, like stick your butt out. So this, when you have your pelvis out, that is an anterior pelvic tilt. And then bring it forward again. This is a posterior pelvic tilt. So bring it back and forward one more time. So your knees has to be soft enough that you can move your pelvis. So now bring your pelvis neutral. Tap your tricep, your quadriceps. And now bring your hands to your to your pubic bone and to your tailbone, and try to bring your pubic bone and your tailbone like to touch together, like in towards each other. Now bring one hand to your abdomen and the other hand to your lower back. With the hand from your abdomen, pull your abdomen in and up, like really use your hand to bring it in and up. And the one in the back, lengthen your lower back down. So you're like doing like that. Now, keeping this here, bring your hands to your ribs and bring your ribs together. You can interlace your finger, like you want to knit your ribs together. Now, without moving your ribs, so keep your ribs in, bring your hands to your chest and leave your chest. Now, bring your arms to your side and bring your shoulders up. So that doesn't feel good. You don't want your shoulders there. Bring your shoulders really back. That's gonna open your ribs again. You don't want that. So close your ribs and relax your shoulders. And now bring your hands to the side. Like you don't want them forward or backward. You want really them to the side of your legs. And make a fist, like if you have 10 gallons of water and it is heavy, like feel that the water is pulling you down. And now release the water and extend your fingers down and feel how the energy is going down in your fingers. So you can feel how when you're pressing down in your feet, you're using that energy so everything else goes up, you're lengthening, but it's also going down because your hands are also alive. Now, stay there. So your ears are in line with your shoulders. Your chin is parallel to the front of the floor. Your eyes are to the horizon. So look at the horizon like if you are looking to a sunset. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Release. How did that feel? Did that feel different from how you stand up when you're waiting for the train? So how did that feel in your body? Yeah, they're sleeping. Sorry? You're enjoying? Okay, so Tadasana, just remember, is a mountain pose and it's samastetihi. So you're parallel, everything your body is parallel, and you're pressing down to go up. So now we will move to Utkatasana. So everybody say Utkatasana. So Utkatasana is translated as awkward chair, but it's actually the actual translation is fear seat. So in Utkatasana, it's more like if you're about to jump on the air. So you will, first we will do it without the blocks. You will keep your 2 feet together and you will find your Tadasana again. So bring your chins up, bring everything up, bring your pelvic to a neutral position, bring your belly in, your ribs close, relax your shoulders, your chin is parallel to the front of the floor, and your hands are next to you. Now, keeping your shoulders in line with your hips, you would bend your knees. Bend your knees, trying to keep your shoulders in line with your hips. Then you would take your 2 hands, so one you would put in your pelvic bone, and the other one you would put in your tailbone, and you will bring your tailbone in and your pelvic bone up, because you want to keep that neutral pelvis here too. You would tuck your tummy in, and then you would bring your hands in front of you. Bring your hands together in prayer, but put more pressure in your pinkies so you have a little bit outward rotation in your upper arms. And now bring your hands 35 degrees high up and look at your thumbs. Keep your knees bent, so bend your knees a little bit more, and keep your belly in and your tailbone tucked. Inhale, exhale 1, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5. Now extend your legs, let your hands go down, come back to Tadasana. You would take 2 blocks. The first block we will place between the legs, very high up. So now you don't bring your feet together because it's very hard to bring your feet together with the block in between. Just bring your feet as close as you can with the block there and try to keep them parallel. Now take your second block. You will hold your block like I'm doing that, like this way, but you will use your pinky on this side of your hand to hold the block. So you will hold your block just with that part of the hand. Put your block like this way, like it's like laying, yeah. So you have more space to really hold it. So you will have the block like this in front of you. Now try to find your Tadasana in the rest of your body. So bring your tailbone in and your belly in. And now bring your block up, pressing with your pinkies. And now bend your knees, keeping that line with your shoulders. Keep your belly tucked in, keep your tailbone into, and look at your block. Inhale. Maybe you have to lift your hands a little bit more. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Bring the hands down, and you can remove the 2 blocks and put them on the floor. How did that feel? Are you still enjoying?
Why is it hard? Why?
You're developing your strength there. Okay, so in Tadasana, all your muscles are contracted. So in Tadasana, sorry, in Utkatasana. So in Tadasana, you have the awareness of what you're doing with your body. In Utkatasana, you are contracting all the muscles in your body. You are developing a strength. So when you do your Utkatasana, then when you go to class, try to remember what you did here, because most people, what they would do is they would just go like that. And then nothing will hurt. But like try to keep your Tadasana.
The thing is that you might want to put in here, right, is that there are asanas that are extensions or stretches, and then there are asanas that are contractions. But for something to stretch, something has to contract.
Yeah.
So like the reason why you're doing an asana where you're contracting and feeling all those muscles tightening is so that when it comes to the next one, you can relax. So that it is scientific. For something to relax, something has to contract. There's no way you can just come into this room and just relax.
Yeah. So the next asana we're gonna do is Uttanasana. And everybody say Uttanasana. And Uttanasana is an intense forward fold. And in that one, you're gonna stretch. So bring your 2 blocks with you and come back to the wall. So everybody, like put your blocks like here, like that. And now reach back to your glutes. And like if you reach back like here in between in the middle of your glutes, you have 2 bones, in one bone in each side. Those are your sit bones. So you will come to the wall and you will put your sit bones in the wall, and for that you will bring your legs a little bit forward like a ramp and place your sit bones at the wall. You can bring your legs forward, more forward. More. You to bring your legs more forward. So I am about the same height that you are, and see how far my legs are from the wall.
I would tell them to get off of their mat. Because
Okay.
what
Yeah.
some are feeling is the instability of being on their mat and those mats.
Yeah, come in the bamboo floor
Come
to
on
do
the
that.
bamboo floor to do this, guys. Look all over your mat. All over out.
Okay, and now bring your legs away, your feet more away from the wall. So do you feel your like sit bones on the wall now? Okay, now keep your feet together like in Tadasana. Now fall forward and bring your hands on your blocks. So your hands are flat and your fingers are pointing the middle of the room. Like that. Look, I don't remember her name. As the one right in front of me, I can't remember your name. Yeah. She needs to move her hands. And like her fingers are not flat on the. Okay, if you are in your fingertips, that means that you need to move your legs a little bit away from the wall. So now from here, she's bending her knees. And the one you were helping is also bending her knees. Okay, now inhale here, look forward, and now exhale. When you exhale, bring your navel in and fall forward at your hip hinge. And look at your thighs. So fall forward here and look at your thighs, pressing in your hands and feet. Feel how the energy come up in the back of your feet. Look at your thighs. Look down at your thighs or at your shins, and how the energy goes down in the front of your legs. Inhale, exhale 1, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, come up. You can walk your feet back to the wall again. So how did you feel this one? You feel a stretching? So you have like Tadasana, that is awareness, and then you have Utkatasana, that's contraction, and you have Uttanasana, that is a stretching. So it's an intense forward fold because you are stretching all the back of your body. So how did that feel? So you feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Did someone feel a stretch in the lower back? Because I have like tight lower back, and I feel that when I fall forward, I feel that in my lower back too. So you.
You could feel that because you're reaching forward. So there could be a stretching across the upper back too.
So when we're bending, are our arms straight, or we can also bend arms, or they're just straight?
For how they were doing it just then, against the wall, your arms would be reaching forward and straight.
So straight.
Because your hands are also the sit here, so you are putting the same pressure in your hands than in your feet.
But she's asking, come back and do it again. She's asking this.
Like
you could go. Now fall forward now. Now go forward. Do you feel like that's deeper? Yeah. Then going back and bend it. Now bend your elbows. They're different, right?
So
one has no upper body awareness. This has really no. This all of a sudden has an awareness of a extension.
So whenever I want the indoor stretch, I would put the block part.
Could be. It depends on what it is. But you have protraction and retraction, right? So walking the arms forward is a protraction, which is stretching across the upper back, which you know. Walking the hands back is a retraction. Both are movements that you have to have. One is not better than the other, but they're different. They're the opposite. Does that make sense? Yeah. So to say that you only do it this way or that way doesn't make it depends on what you want, the outcome you want. You know what I mean? It's the awareness. Remember, asana is the awareness. Then, once you have awareness, you can make a conscious decision about what you're going to do. Why am I doing it? Why am I bending my knees? Why am I extending the legs? Why am I not sure what I want to do?
Okay, everybody come to the front of your mat with your 2 blocks. Stand up between your 2 blocks. So you want your 2 blocks next to the shin bones, not here or not here, like right next to your shin bones. You want them in the higher set. You want your feet together. You are going to find your Tadasana again. So leave your 10 toes. Now lengthen your toes and put them down. Now bring your inner ankles to lift away from each other. Leave your chins. Soften your knees a little bit. Leave your quadriceps. Come to a neutral pelvic. And now bring your belly in. Your ribs in. Now bring your chest up. Relax your shoulders, your hands next to your legs. Look forward, look to the horizon with your shin parallel to the floor. Now, bend your knees, keeping that line between your elbows and your shoulder for Utkatasana, your shoulders and your hips for Utkatasana. Bring your tailbone in, and now bring your arms up in prayer, pressing your pinky fingers. Bring your shoulder blades down. Now here, at your hip crunch, so keep your knees bent, and at your hip, fall forward, that. And now place your hands on the blocks. And now extend your knees with your hands on the block, and look at your chins. Inhale, relax your head. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Now, inhale, bend your knees. Bring your hands on prayer in front of you. So extend your arms again. And now lift your shoulders and your arms to Utkatasana. And now relax. Bring your arms down to Tadasana. And now relax. Okay. Now Echo is going to teach you something.
Well, hold on. Let me just address this. Okay. So what? Because I didn't see what you were asking them to do.
Huh?
I didn't see them do what you were asking them to do.
Okay.
Okay. Everybody, if you pretend you have a pair of Speedos on, touch the leg line of the Speedo, right? Okay. So like you have a little bikini underwear on. You touch where the elastic is in the leg. Okay. Notice that is a hinge. Do you feel that? Right in my knees, my hip hinges. Okay? So stand up. Now, hinge your knees again, put your arms up. Cheers. Now, hinge at that hip and fold forward, put your hands on your blocks. Then straighten your legs and look back at your shins. Then bend your knees Reach your arms up, bring your hands in the chair. Now stand up. So do you feel that hinge that happens? Okay? I don't want Echo to start teaching yet. I want you to teach Uttanasana. Okay. Because that what you just tried to put together, it didn't resonate. You have a lot of times when people forward fold, they think they fold from their waist. Does everybody know where your waist is? Where's your waist? My waist is way up here underneath my ribs. If you bend side to side, go side to side. That's your waist. Keep your fingers right here at your waist. Try to fold forward from your waist. It doesn't work. You just round your back and you just kind of punch your ribs into your internal organs. So the hinge for any forward fold has to happen from the hip. Right? That's where your hinge is happening. Do it. With a flat back. Everybody come up, stand up. Stand up. With a flat back. Do not round your back when you do that. Look forward and hinge at your hip crease. Keep your weight even to your feet. Don't look at the floor. Don't look at the floor. Look at me. Now come stand back up. Now, do that again. Look at forward. Don't look down. The floor is not going to move on you. Now come back up. You feel where the hinge happens? Okay, now teach me Uttanasana.
So come back to Tadasana. Bring your feet together. So come back to your Tadasana with your pelvic neutral, with your belly in. Relax your shoulders. Now bring your hands to your hip, to your waist. Now I want you to fall forward to hinge in your hip crease as you just did, looking forward. So with a flat back, look forward.
Yeah. Don't rash your back.
A little bit more. Keep your flat back, and now put your hands on your blocks. Now exhale, bring your belly in, and when you exhale, you can fall forward and look at your thighs or at your chin. So bring your belly, exhale, bring your belly in, so you have a space to fall, and fall forward. And pressing your hands and in your feet like equal weight. Now, now keeping your knees straight. Don't bend your knees. Bring your hands to your waist again. Don't bend your knees. Bring your hands to your waist. Lengthen your spine so you have a flat back again. Look forward with a flat back. And now lift up. Lift your shoulders all the way up. Extend your arms next to you and come back to your Tadasana. Did that feel different? Yeah. Okay. That's good. Okay. Everyone grab your belt and put your belt along the long side. So it's like here. Bring the belt, and with this end, please touch the wall if you have the wall, and make this belt measure the middle of your mat. So it's like to me it's more like a road. This is to the left side, this is to the right side. When you're ready with this, coming to stand on your belt. Yeah. Oh, no, actually, so it's been like, yeah, the other way. So the one without the metal knuckle connector with the wall. Yeah. Without. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. And if you're ready here, is the road of you very straight? If it's not, please bring it more straighter. And then you are standing in the middle of this strap or this belt.
with your arch just under belt. So you lift your toes. You see the ball is in front of. Yeah. Oh yeah, just watch. Don't do it. Yeah. Uh huh. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. First, just watch. So you will put your arch in the middle of the belt, and the heels and the balls on the outside. Right now, bring hand on the hip, and well, we will try to jump, but still keep your feet there. So my arch is, and the feet is finger forward. So when you're standing like this, when you're facing the wall, facing the window, your feet have to face in the window. And from here, we will experience Trikonasana. So you see, it's already a triangle, right? So Trikonasana is trikona, is triangle. And how far I should go to this way? I will extend my hands, and my hands will along this strap. So my hands and the strap is equal. And what is my distance is like the outer part of my ankle will align with my wrist. So do you see the drawing of Da Vinci? There's a picture like man standing like this. This is a picture. And from here, we will bring our right foot to the outside and bring the heel to the strap. So we already reach in the right side. And I will look at my right foot hands, hinge forward. So I'm not moving my knees, my sides, or everything stable here. What? Oh, yeah. Sorry, excuse me. And when I move the right foot to there, I need to slightly move my left toes a little bit in, and then I will. So both of them is like facing a little bit to the right side, but this one is directly to the right side. And what we will do is we will move forward and then back. Make sure your knees is still on the strap. Your knee should not like go out or go to the inner side. Make sure your knees, ankle, and your hips are same on the line. And then reach forward. From here, lower your right hand down to the shin. It's on the shin. It's not on the knee or it's not on the ankle. So you will see when I am on the shin, I have this ability to open my chest. If I am on the ankle, my chest is a little bit collapsing down. So during in this middle place of the machine and open chest, lift my left arm to the ceiling and I'm looking at my left palm. This is a stable triangle. If I'm coming here, I'm collapsing down. If I'm on the knee, my knee joint is wobbling. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So this is a triangle we will do. Everyone coming to standing on the strap and facing the window. Yeah, standing step, standing Tadasana, just what Dominga say, and bring your arch on the belt. And then on the jump your feet wider as you can. Keep your toes straight to the window. And then extend your arms, measure your distance of your wrist, align with your outside of your ankle. And at here, still keep your toes very straight. So a little bit move your toes. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. And then you will bring your right foot towards the wall. Your heel is on the belt and the right toes is towards the wall. So right foot is towards right side. Yeah. And with this, your left foot will slightly walk in, but not too much, just slightly. Bring all this angle to the right side. Keep your arms straight and check how is your knee. Is your knee on the strap? Just knee, ankle, and the hip, are they? Oh yeah.
So notice if their knee is rotated your knees
Oh,
inward.
yeah.
So what are you going to do? You're going to
Bend your knee.
Bend your knee a little bit. Track your knee down the center of your foot. Then re-extend your leg.
Okay. And arm along your body. A little bit. Move this a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. Arm along your body. Arm straight with the belt. On the inhale, just reach your right hand. Look at your right hand. Yeah, hand. Look at your right hand. On the next inhale, just reach forward. Stay there. Don't lean down. And feel where your body reach. You don't move your knees. You don't move your hips. And coming back a little bit. Yeah, feel the movement of your torso. And then reach forward. And float your right hand on the shin bone. Yeah, shin bone. Shin. Yeah. It's not on your knee. It's not. Yeah. And one thing, when you arrive here and bring your torso and your chest a little bit open. Yeah, you can just stay here. Okay. And lift your left arm to the ceiling. Stay here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On the next inhale, could you lift your left arm a little bit more and float your hand so your shoulder relax. Don't put much pressure on your right hand. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now bring your hands on the shin and press to your right hand and lift the torso up. So it's like coming straight, upright. Yeah, and bring your hands along your body. Again. Stay here. Deep inhale and exhale. Bring your hands down. How is everyone feel in this asanas? What part you feel is most challenging, and where is the body awareness you feel on your body? You can turn face to me. Yeah. Because we will do the other side. Yeah. Bring your feet towards. Yeah. I know, maybe jumping back to Tadasana. Yeah. And right now, feel your body. How is your body feel when in this position? Which part of your body feel? Core. Okay. Open your chest. Okay. Yeah. When we are here on this angle, what we will feel the most is how can we keep this place there? If you don't press to your hands, and then usually we will recommend these hands float on the shin. So it's actually a lot of strength you need to keep in this shape, and also keep. Okay. Lift hands up. So this is a line, and if you feel like you are not comfortable, it's okay to move your hands a little bit up. That is okay. There is no problem at all if you feel like you are leaning down and wobbling. So then just lift your energy up a little bit. Find a stable position. Don't try to lean down, lean up. Okay. Turn, coming back to Tadasana. And then facing the window again. And jump your feet wider as you can. Keep your toes straight, facing front. And next, bring your left toe out to facing the blanket side. Heels on the mat, heels on the blanket, belt. And then turn your right toe a little bit towards the left side. Bring your arms parallel along your body. On the inhale, reach forward. Exhale, feel coming back. And okay, inhale, reach forward and float your left hand on the shin. And then reach your right arm to the ceiling. Always look at your right thumb. So eye gaze is look up, yeah. And you are always have your both legs very stable in a stable triangle. It's supported there. And lift your energy up to the ceiling. It's okay if you need to move your hands a little bit up. Yeah. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Oh. It's okay. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, press your left hand and lift the torso. Lean your torso up. Lift. Exhale. Hands parallel to your hands. Inhale and exhale, jump back. Tadasana. Everyone say to me, Trikonasana. Trikonasana, yeah. Trikonasana, this is, so in this position, there's a lot of triangles. Here is a triangle, your hands coming down, this is triangle. So that's this name is triangle asana. Okay, from here, again, we will do it again. So everyone look me first. Jump my feet as wide as can. And then same, I will bring my right. Oh, okay, sure. Okay, okay, everyone bring a block. Bring a block in you. I will do it here. So, yeah. Mhm. I will just guide. We were going to do warrior 2. Everyone say warrior first. Warrior. Sorry. Everyone say warrior 2. And actually, the Sanskrit of this asana is Virabhadrasana 1, Dharasana 2, and the warrior is a sequence like warrior 1, warrior 2, warrior 3. There's a lot of warriors, and this warrior, let's split it. Vira, it means hero, but Brad, Badra, sorry, Badra is the name of the warrior. So it's together with, if you hear the teacher says Virabhadra Sana. Some 1, 2, 3. This is warrior pose, and this warrior, we all know that warrior will go to fight, right, or go to maybe war sometimes. Though this asanas is a connector with every steps of they are going to out go a fight. Everyone coming to the. Oh. Everyone go to the wall and again bring your right foot towards the wall with your toes curl up. Yeah. Yeah. The right foot toes is a little bit curved up. And then place your blocks on your knee. Use your knee and yeah, so it's like resist. Yeah. With your very stable right foot, extend and step your left leg back. At this position, you can go to heel or arch to arch. If you feel uncomfortable on your arch, so you can bring your heels on the belt. That is also okay. Yeah. And do you notice where is your location of the front leg, front knee? It's the front knee will be to just above your belt. And look at the wall. On the next inhale, bring your right hand on the wall. Push to your right hand. Yeah. And then extend your left arm. At here, yeah, can you bring your left arm equal with, yeah. So your, no, left hand is just here. Yeah. And okay, from here, please notice what is your pubic doing. Is your pubic bone like coming into an anterior, like booty out? If like this, bring your pubic bone curve down and move your pubic bone towards the window. Open your side. Yeah, put it there. Okay, let's see. Just press, yeah, press here and Your back hand is flat. Yeah, don't coming up. Worry, don't do. Okay. So actually, when we push to right feet, right knee, and in this position, if the front hand is straight, this is warrior two. Do you feel like how much effort you have to open the knee size and stay there? Okay. Okay. On next inhale, press to your one hand and bring your. Okay. Switch feet. Yeah. Left feet towards the wall, curve up. Bring the blocks against the knee and the wall. And then measure the back leg. Bring your back leg, the toe is a little bit tilted to the wall. So the back foot toes is not facing the back wall. It's a little bit curved in. Yeah, a little bit. Moves feet in. Yeah, it's hard. Bring your left hand on the wall. Press to left hand, but don't push too much. And lift your chest. Just stable here. And do the movement of come out of your body and roll it back and stay here. Your back leg should be straight. Yeah, and I know it's for most people it's really tight for us to do this. But this is the right position of a warrior two. Go here without curve back your pubic bone. Yeah, let your pubic bone curve over, coming into a posterior. Stay here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, really press to your back leg, strong. And look at your left middle finger. Inhale. Look at your left middle finger. Yeah, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Bring your feet back. Remove your blocks. Yeah, coming out of it. What is the part you feel? So for this, I will have a little explain about the knee and the thigh part. When we are in this position, notice because we have the blocks here. If you don't have the blocks between your knee and the wall, then your knee, because of the tightness of our thighs, then your knee maybe will go into inside. So notice this: if you cannot see the big toes of your front foot, then move your knee a little bit outer, and you will see what is our pubic bone connected with our knee. If I push my body out,
So this is the problem.
yeah,
This is going back. We're going to link it back to what the Nico was trying to teach you in the Tadasana. That there is a anterior pelvic tilt. You're in a chronic anterior pelvic tilt all the time. You're always sticking your butt out. Post-anterior pelvic tilt with the hips go forward, the shoulders down. You're looking to find a neutral pelvis. That you're not sticking your butt out, arm moving your hips forward. There are different asanas where you're going to use an anterior pelvic tilt and a post-anterior pelvic tilt. But it's not the tightness in her thigh that is making the knee collapse. It's what her hips is doing. If she sticks her butt back, her knee rolls forward. If she moves her pelvis too far this way, the knee goes that way. When the pelvis is in a neutral pelvis, the knee is over the center of the foot. So think of drawing like in Tadasana, you're drawing your pubic bone and your tailbone toward each other. It's impossible to do that, but the feeling is that you're trying to do that. Right? Okay.
Yeah. This is the most common mistake, like to see.
That is the biggest mistake. Because then you're surfing. You're not a warrior anymore. You're a surfer. You're Malibu.
Okay, so everyone coming again, facing the right, place your right foot curve on the wall again.
So now, I think this is terrific. Now, jump in the middle of the floor and make them do it.
Warrior one. Oh, warrior. Okay. Okay. Yeah, now we move down. Okay, come into the Tadasana on the belt facing the window. We will do it again with 10 breaths. Bring your feet together, Tadasana. Okay. Inhale, jump your feet wide as you can. Exhale, bring your arms parallel to your, and measure your foot distance. Bring your right toes, turn to your right wall, and look at the wall in front of you. On the inhale, bend your knee and make sure your knee is above your belt. Yeah. And check if you can see the big toe of your front foot. If not, move your knee a little bit out, rotate. Inhale, exhale, and check your pubic bone. What is? And exhale. Parallel to the floor. So remember when we Oh, okay. So coming to bend your knee. Yeah, bend your knee and move your knees above your belt. Arms parallel. If your right side is not parallel to the floor, you can put. Yeah.
If your right knee is in front of your right ankle, move your right foot forward. Your stance is too short.
Yeah, just your resist wall, but yeah, and bend your knee. Coming to yeah. Okay, it's hard. Yeah. Inhale. Exhale one. Inhale. Exhale two. Inhale. Exhale three. Inhale. Exhale four. Inhale. Exhale five. Inhale, straight your front leg, coming facing the window, and turn your right toes facing the window. Turn your left toes facing the blanket wall. Switch side. Bring your bring your right toes a little bit sliding, and arms parallel. Straight your both legs. Inhale, bend. Inhale, bend your knee. Check what is your side? Is it parallel to the floor? Check your knees. Is it in a rotation? And move it a little bit out. Yeah. And check your pubic bone. Is your pubic pubic bone shift it to a posterior? Inhale. Exhale one. Inhale. Exhale two. Inhale. Exhale three. Inhale. Exhale four. Inhale. And exhale five. Inhale, straight your front leg. Exhale, walk your feet, jump together. I think a warrior two is really, really, really hard position. Okay. Okay. Again, warrior one, bring a block, same position, just place your right foot in front and curve your toes up. Bring your knee connected with the block and against to the blocks a lot. And then measure the left back foot. Bring your heels on the block on the belt, and left toes a little bit to the front, to the right side. When you're ready at here, hands on your hip crease and shift your hip crease towards the wall. Then bring your chest towards the wall. Hands in front of you, push to the wall, both hands. Yeah, straight your arms. Yeah, straight arm. Yeah, and really push. That's it. Okay, if your hands is already on the wall and push to the wall, bring your both hands together in prayer. Hands in prayer, yeah, like this, still on the wall, and push to your pinky fingers, a little bit open your big thumbs, and then with your front leg still push to the wall, lift your hands a little bit up, look at your thumbs. In this position, it's also hard and a little bit lean your back. It's a little bit slight back bend. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. And oh,
Like move your foot a little at an angle. Now she can go there.
hands together. Yeah, you can just here if you feel uncomfortable with lift up. Yeah. No. Okay. In this position, your head, your eyes are always look at your thumb, and don't drop your head down. Just let your head be natural extension of your spine, and your eyes is look at yourself. Okay. Okay, everyone, bring your blocks and switch sides. Step right feet back, walk your left feet forward. Bring your blocks between the knee and the wall. When you're ready, check your back toes. Move your back toe a little bit tilted to the wall. And push to your both hands. Straight your arms and push chest and back of the wall. Then bring your hands together in prayer, still on the wall. Pinkies together. Open your thumbs a little bit. On the inhale, a little bit lift your head, lift your prayer up off the wall. Exhale. Inhale, stay here. Exhale. Inhale, look your thumb. Exhale. Can you move? Exhale. Yeah. Inhale. Exhale. Last inhale and exhale. Bring back. Okay, your back leg is sliding. Yeah. And coming down. Yeah. This is the right. Okay. Coming without the wall. Jump feet together in the Tadasana. Tadasana, feet together. Yeah. On the next inhale, jump your feet wide as you can. Measure hands. Match your hands, ankles with your wrist. Arms parallel. On the inhale, bring your right toes towards the blanket wall. Sorry, this is left. Oh, sorry, right toes towards the other side of the wall. Yeah. And look at your front. Look at your middle finger. Then bring your hands on your hip crease. Shift your body weight. Shift your pubic bone towards the wall. Yeah. On the inhale, bend your knee. If you can, bend your knee to thigh parallel to the floor, and bring your hands together in front of you. Press to your pinky fingers and extend your arms long in front of you in 45 degrees. And eyes, gaze, look at your thumb. Deep and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bring your hands down, hands on your hip crease. Sorry, exhale, extend your leg. Okay, shift your weight. No, don't move your hand, don't move your feet. And bring your pubic bone towards the window. Bring your right toes facing the window and the left toes facing the blanket wall. Bring the right toes a little bit shift towards the blanket wall, and then move your hip crease towards facing the air condition. On the inhale, bend your knee. Let your knee parallel and thigh parallel with the belt. And then hands together in front of you. Put them out, and then parallel to the floor first. Yeah, you can put it parallel to the floor. And the inhale, lift up. And eye gaze, always look at your thumb. 45 degree. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. And exhale 5. Bring your hands down. Extend your front leg. Coming back. Okay.
All right. Jump your feet together.
Jump feet together. Yeah, sorry. Tadasana. Oh.
Moving on. Any questions?
Yeah, any questions?
Like, we're doing this, I feel the food, like, the ankle really hurts. Like, I'm not sure if I'm using the correct, which, like, place.
The back foot. She's saying with the back foot, she's still in the stretch in that ankle.
Yeah.
I think you're just still in the stretch from that. When you,
It's not like I'm using the wrong place.
no, no. It's just that you're feeling that angle of the back foot causes a stretch across this muscle that wraps around your ankle. And so you're just feeling that. A lot of times people can't get the back of the foot down because they're so tight. It's when you're wearing flat, like wearing sneakers all the time. Because your foot isn't moving.
Okay, we are gonna work in Brikshasana. Everybody say Brikshasana. So Brikshasana is a tree pose. So as the mountains, as in Tadasana, the trees also press down to lift up. So you will get one of your blocks and you will come in the bamboo floor in front of your mat. And you will place a block on the floor like this. Then you will step your left foot on the block. Now you will press on that left foot and you will bring your right foot up, even in your hips. So it's not on the block, but your hips are even. You're trying to find your Tadasana here. So tuck your tailbone in and try to find your Tadasana here. Now, you will open your knee to the outside and you will bring the heel of your foot in your ankle. And if you want or if you need, you can put the toes on the floor. Now, if you can, slide your feet to your calf. You can stay here. You can stay on the floor if you want. You can stay here. If not, you can bring your foot all the way up. You may have to grab that with your hand to your inner thigh. You can also stay in your calves or you can just stay on the floor. Where is easier, where you can find your balance. You're pressing on your left foot to find your balance. So you're pressing down, lifting up, and finding your balance. Now, bring your hands in prayer. Look to the horizon. Bring your chin parallel to the floor and stay here. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Slowly slide your right foot down back to the floor. Release your hands and come to the bamboo floor. So what the block is doing is the block is making you aware what your knee and your hip is doing. So if you're here, like, you will feel like the difference. So here you have to even your hips and find your Tadasana. So now we will switch sides. Put your right foot on the block. Bring your left foot up parallel to the right, but on the air, and even your hips. Find your Tadasana. Now, open your left knee to the side and place your left heel on your ankle. And if you need, you can place your feet on your toes on the floor. Now, bring your foot in your calf. If you can stay in the floor. Bring your foot on your inner thigh. And bring your hands on prayer. Lengthen your spine. Look to the horizon. Your chin is parallel to the floor. And press down to lift up. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Gently bring your foot back to the floor. Release your hands and come out of the block. Should I do them to do that one time on the floor? Oh, that's good. Okay. Do you have any questions about a trip sit? Let's move on. Okay. So now everybody. Oh, I thought you were. Yeah. So now everybody come to the wall. This last thing we're gonna do is not an asana. I will explain you this when we're already doing it. So you will come to the block and you will sit with your right shoulder and your right hip touching the wall. So sit on the next in your mat, like on your mat, but like that, with your right hip and your right shoulder touching the wall. And now bring your right hand behind your back, and then you will roll into your back. I have the mic there. Sorry. You will roll here into the back. So you will stay here and you will extend your legs in a 90-degree angle with your hands alongside your body. And you will just stay there and relax. So bring your hand behind your back, your right hand behind your back, the other hand. So, and now roll into your back. So you are laying on your block, in your mat, sorry. Bring your tailbone close to the wall and extend your legs in a 90-degree angle. So this is not an asana. This is a mudra. A mudra is a seal, and it is called Viparita Viparina Karani. So Viparina Karani, it is the called attitude reversal. So if you have like a long day and you have been very like too much in your feet, it's a really good mudra to do. It is also good to do if you are in a bad mood, or if you are having like your period, or you have headaches. So what this would do is this will bring the blood and the fluids back from your legs into your upper body. So when we have the evolution, we were quadrupeds before, and then we became bipeds, but our heart is still in the same part where it was, in the same area where it was when we were quadrupeds, in the same area where dogs or horses have their heart. So if our heart has moved when we, in our evolution, where the bipeds have their heart, our heart will be lower, it will be in the middle of the body. So the blood will take the same time to come from your feet to your heart, or from your head to your heart. But because it is higher, the heart has to work really hard to bring the blood back from your feet. So when you are doing this, you are just relaxing your body, but you are also like helping the blood to come back into your heart and to bathe all your organs. So now you will bend your knees, you will bring your knees into your chest, and bring your knees to the left. Bring your knees to the left, so you can sit down and you can lay in the middle of your mat, in the middle of your mat, and you can get comfortable for Shavasana.
So come lay down away from the wall, move away from the wall, come lay down on your back, and roll up a blanket and put a blanket underneath your knees. So you're going to have your feet toward the center of the room, your head toward the wall. Now you get to relax a little bit. Don't look like I'm going to make you do something else hard, okay? So come lay down. And it's nice to have a little blanket underneath your knees. That gives you a little support. And then once you've come laid down, just close your eyes for a moment and just relax. Now you get to really relax. You did a lot of work, and this is the relaxation part. So close your eyes and just scan your body. And Starting with your toes, tell yourself, toes, relax. Tell yourself, shins, relax. Tell yourself, thighs, relax. Tell yourself, hips and buttocks, relax. Tell yourself, lower back and abdomen, relax. Tell yourself, upper back and chest, relax. Tell yourself, shoulders, relax. Tell yourself, upper arms, relax. Tell yourself, forearms and hands, relax. And tell yourself, the throat, relax. And tell yourself, the face and the head, relax. And just allow your whole body to relax. Gently start to deepen the breath. And by means of the breath, make small movements with the fingers and the toes. Stretch the arms overhead and stretch the arms and legs in opposite directions. Bend the knees into the chest, give the knees a little hug, and then gently roll over to the right side. And just stay in a fetal position. There shouldn't be anything next to you. We moved it all for you. And then pressing your left palm into the floor, lift your torso up and come up to a seated position. I know everybody wanted the nap to be longer, right? That's what I can see that. And like everybody's like, oh, that was just short, Austin. Okay, so come sit up for a moment. So that was week 1. Now, I find that these asanas are more complicated than you think, right? And that finding those little subtle energies take a long time. So Purnima will be teaching this same class tomorrow at 10 o'clock. I would advise come and take it again, do it again, right? Because the more you practice and the more you do something, the more it's taken into your DNA, and you just kind of start to remember it. It becomes one with you. If you kind of practice yoga every once in a while. Sometimes they call it weekend warriors. I'm not fond of yoga weekend warriors. Um, you don't really ever learn anything. It's like playing a violin, it's like playing a piano. You got to practice every day. The body's an instrument, right? And if you don't know your own instrument, how are you ever going to play it? So you learn a lot by being consistent with a practice. Consistency is really what yoga is all about. Um, but everybody did wonderful, and thank you, Echo, and thank you, Dominga, for teaching with me. And we will see everybody tomorrow. And if you have any questions, we're happy to answer questions afterwards. Um, if not, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.